Hello, Miss. My name is Sampochai, and I'm the leader from Group 27. Thank you.
Hi, Miss. I'm Ang. I am group member of Group 27. Thank you.
Hello everybody guys and good morning madam and Wang Mingji. I am the member for the edition in the group 27. Okay, thank you.
Hi, my name is Joyce. I want to present the preemptive AJF. This is our table. For the Gantt chart here, we start at 0. The arrival time is 0, the process is P1, and the burst time is 9. So we need to list down the process into the column. In this case, we only have P1, so P1 will be selected. For the P1, 0 plus 9 is 9. Between 0 to 9, we have the arrival, so the next arrival is 1. 1 will be interrupt. Then the remaining burst time here is 8, because it was executed by 0 to 1. 1 minus 0 is 1, so 9 minus 1 is 8. Then P1 will left 8. And then we need to list down the P7 into the column. For the P1 and P7, we want to select the shorter burst time process. P7 will be selected. For the time interrupted here is 2, because 1 plus 3 is 4. Between 1 to 4, we have the arrival, so the next arrival is 2. Then the remaining burst time here is 2, because 2 minus 1 is 1, so 3 minus 1 is 2. Then the P7 will be left 2. And then we need to list down the P2 to the column. For these three processes, we want to select the shorter burst time process. P7 will be selected. Then the time interrupted here is 4, because 2 plus 2 is 4. Between the 2 to 4, we have the arrival time is 4. So 4 will be interrupted here. Then the remaining burst time here for the P7 is 0, because it was executed by 4 to 2. 4 minus 2 is 2, so 2 minus 2 is 0. Then P7 will finish execution. And then we need to insert the new process is P3 into the column. For these three processes, P3 will be selected. The time interrupted here is 5, because 6 plus 4 is 10. Between 10 to 4, we have the arrival time is 5. Then the remaining burst time here for the B3 is 5, because it was executed by 5 to 4. 5 minus 4 is 1, so 6 minus 1 is 5. P3 will left 5. And then we need to list down the P4 into the column. For this 4 process, P3 will be selected. 5 times 5 is 10. Between 10 to 5, we have the arrival time is 6. So 6 will be interrupted here. Then the remaining burst time for the P3 is 4, because 6 minus 5 is 1. Then 5 minus 1 is 4. so P3 was left 4. Then we need to insert the new process is P5 to the column. For this 5 process, we have assigned two numbers for the bus time is P3 and P5. P3 will be selected. 6 plus 4 is 10. Between 10 to 6, we have the arrival time is 7. So 7 will interrupted here. Then the remaining bus time for the P3 is 3. Because 7 minus 6 is 1, 4 minus 1 is 3. So P3 will left 3. Then we need to insert the last process is P6 to the column. For this 6 process, we have sent two numbers for the bus time is P3 and P6. We choose the P3 for the shorter bus time. After 7, we have now the arrival, so P3 can finish to execution. The time for the P3 execution is 10 because 7 plus 3 is 10. Then we choose the P6 for the shorter bus time. For the time of P6 execution is 10 plus 3 is 13. So P6 can finish to execution. Then we choose the P5. P5 will be selected. Then the time for the P5 execution is 13 plus 4 is 17. So P5 also can finish execution. After that, we choose the P2 for the shorter bus time. The time for the execution of P2 is 17 plus 7 is 24. So P2 also can finish to execution. After that, we have sent two numbers for the bus time is P1 and P4. So we choose the P1 for the shorter bus time. So P1 for the time execution is 24 plus 8 is 32. So P1 also can finish to execution. After that, we have last process is P4. P4 will be selected. The time for the execution for the P4 is 32 plus 8 is 14. So P4 will be finish execution. Finish the Gantt chart. We want to calculate the waiting time. For the P1, for the first response time is 0 minus the arrival time is 0. Plus the second response time is 24 minus 1 equal to 23. For the P2 is the response time is 17 minus the arrival time is 2 equal to 15. For the P3 is the response time is 4 minus the arrival time is 4 equal to 0. For the P4, the P4, the response time is 32 minus the arrival time is 5 equal to 37. For the P5 equal to the response time is 13 minus the arrival time is 6 equal to 7. For the P6 equal to the response time is 10, the arrival time is 7 equal to 3. For the last P7 equal to the response time is 1 minus the arrival time is 1 equal to 0. For the last, we want to calculate the average. Plus 15 plus 0 plus 27 plus 7 plus 3 plus 0 divide by 7. $75 by 7 is 10.71 millisecond.
Good morning, Miss. My name is Song Yiteng, and now I want to present about non-preemptive SJF for my group. First, this is our table, the data that we created for the non-preemptive SJF. And then the first thing we do is this. We do the P1 first, because we want to start with the arrival time with 0. So it's the P1. And the BT burst time is 9. Next. And then we have to see about the burst time. Continue with burst time. And then the burst time, the lowest is the P6 and P7. Both of them have 3 for the burst time. So for now, the time we have to look after to the arrival time. So in these two, the arrival time, the lowest is the P7. So we use the P7 with the continue. P7, arrival time 1, and the burst time is 3. So now here to the gain chart. P1 0. Let's start from 0, 9. Then continue with add on 9 plus 3. So we get 12. The next. The third one we choose is P6 because in the burst time, right? Same is 3, and then the P7 already solved, so now it's for the P6. So P6, arrival time 7, burst time 3, and then we add on 12, add on 3, get 15. Then the next one, we choose the P5. Sorry. Okay. So we choose the P5, so we look at the burst time, right? The P5 is the continue, numbers is the bigger. So it's the P5, okay, and then arrival time 6, and burst time 4. Same, we add on 15, we add on 4. So we get 19. So the next is the P3, let me see. Okay, P3, so we get the, after the 4, we continue with 6, yes, continue. So P3, 4, 6, and then same. 19, we add 6, so we get 25. The next is P2, we take P2, let's see. The burst time is after 6, we continue with 7, okay? Yeah, correct. So, we got 25, we add 7, so we get 32. The last one is P4. After 8, after 7, we get the 8. So, correct. So, 32 add on 8, we get 40. So, the Gantt chart we solve. Then, we do the waiting time. Waiting time for P1, we take the result. Okay, for the waiting time, we are using response time sorry. For the waiting time, we use the response time minus the arrive time. So for the P1 response time is 0. And then we minus with the arrival time, so same 0. So we get 0 for P1. The next, P2, let's see. P2 response time is 25. And then we use the response time to minus the arrival time, 2. So 22 minus 2 get 23. The P3 response time is 19. So 19 response time 19. P3 we minus with the arrive time 4. So 19 minus 4 get 15. Then P4 response time is 32. And then P4 the error time is 5. So 32 minus 5, 27. So and then the next, the P5 response time. Yeah, correct, 15. Then 15 P5, right? Error time is 6. So P5 15 minus 6 get 9. Then the P6 response time 12. So 12 minus 7. So we get 12 minus 7, 5. And then the last one, P7 response time is 9. And then the error time is 1. So we get P7, 9 minus 1 get 8. So so the average waiting time is, we add on P1 until P7. 0 at 23, at 15, at 27, at 9, at 5, add on 8. And the total for this, divide with 7 because we have 7p. Okay, so divide with p, 7. So this addition got 87, and then we divide with 7, and then the answer is 12.43. That's all for my presentation. Thank you.